My mandate is here to support people and movements in the ground. Environmental human rights defenders are often the first to raise the alarm, and too often, unfortunately, the ones who also face threats, intimidation, and criminalization. You can engage with my mandate directly. If your community or someone that you know is affected by environmental degradation, by projects that are not done in an adequate way, or if there are projects that are being imposed without adequate consultation or implementing or fulfilling international law, or whenever the environmental defenders are being harassed or attacked because they're speaking out, you can send information to my mandate. Based on that and the information that I receive, I can raise these issues with government and also companies that are involved in these situations. I can also carry out official country visits, visiting a country where I meet directly with communities and defenders, listen to their experiences, and bring their voices to the international stage. These visits are often also help to shift the national conversations and push for concrete reforms, because it's a good opportunity also to meet with high-level government officials and raise these issues directly in the national environment. Another important part of my work is to highlight solutions and good practices through reports that I present and that you can all use internally and international, because change is already happening, and it is very important to identify good practices, lessons learned, and use them all over. And a lot of these good practices I identified thanks to a lot of people like you who send me information in the preparation of the reports, and that can help me identify good practices and then share it with many governments. There are many examples with this, and I want to share two of these examples. One in relation with clean air, which is essential for the right to a healthy environment. And unfortunately, today, 99% of people breathe polluted air. So I prepared a report on this, and I received information, for example, on how communities are helping to identify effective actions to monitor air quality, identify the hotspots linked with an industry or a situation, and then help authorities to prioritize measures and then advance better clean air. I also received a lot of good practices in the preparation of the report on the ocean and human rights. And there were so many that I prepared an annex specifically about good practices already in the world, where indigenous peoples and coastal communities are part of co-management of marine protected areas and are helping to strengthen the human right to a healthy environment. In other cases, indigenous peoples have also used international mechanisms and the recognition of the right to defend their lands and ecosystems, and also the access to ocean and coastal areas, and to demand meaningful participation in decisions that might affect them. And we have seen that when defenders bring their cases to international mechanisms, even with a single communication, this can help to reduce the pressure, prevent future harm, or influence ongoing decisions. I also collaborate with other mandates in the preparation and dissemination of these communications. If you want to learn more about how to use this mandate and other international mechanisms, I encourage you to continue with this model and also send information and be in communication with the mandate. I thank you very much for your time.